Confidence isn't built in a day. It's built in the tiny choices that you make when nobody else is watching. And this video is all about how you can master those tiny choices to build big confidence. Before we get into it, I have a little bit of a story time. In 2013, I'd started my YouTube channel. I'd just come out of university. I had minimal experience being in front of the camera. Literally no expert guidance, but all I knew was that I wanted to be in front of the camera and learn how to get better and better. I was so scared. I would press record on my laptop, sit there, blank out, not have any words actually come out of my mouth, switch off the camera, and not touch it for a week. The next week, I would go back to the same spot and do a little bit more every single time. The next time was 5 words, the next time 10, the next time 50. You get the gist. Until it turned into one whole video. Now, did I start posting onto YouTube for the world to see straight away? Absolutely not. Are you crazy? I would actually keep all of my videos private so only I could see them. But I slowly built up proof every single time. Proof to myself that I could do it before I even thought about going public. The thing is, I would see others do it online just so easily. Words came easy to them. Their presence, their energy on screen was just magnetic. So I used to think there was something wrong with me, that they had it and I didn't. But the only difference was that they had mastered their 1% every day. Now we live in a world where there is literally nothing you can tell me I can't do, because I literally trust myself to always come through no matter what. And that is exactly what I want to help you do in this video. You see, most of us feel stuck waiting for this big moment that our confidence is going to come to light. This big confidence moment that looks like the perfect body, the big promotion, the speaking gig. And the truth is, society has actually taught us that everything is about these big moments. If you look back to when we were growing up, the movies that we would watch, the TV shows, the books, it was always building up to this big moment. The big moment of a meet cute, where you would finally bump into the dreamy knight in shining armor in a cafe, to the coming of age moment where you've just decided enough is enough and you're gonna get those bullies back, to the moment where fairy godmother comes along and you've got a brand new dress with a carriage that is taking you to the ball. So naturally, we've grown up thinking confidence is something that you magically have and not something that you build. And then we have paralysis by comparison. We've all been there, scrolling through other people's Instagram pages, looking at their social media, everything looking so perfect and rosy, double downing on the narrative that they have it all and you have nothing. And a major misinterpretation that they were just born like that and you just weren't. All of these narratives and these comparisons lead to a major cost from our side. And that cost looks like missed opportunities, silence in rooms where you should be speaking up, letting fear shrink your presence, and more than anything, you just not trusting yourself to be able to do anything. But that is all about to change today. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the 1% confidence rule. The reason why I love this rule is because you don't need to overhaul your life and change everything about it. You just need to move 1% out of your comfort zone every single day. The way I want you to think about it is it's compound growth, kind of like money in the bank that you're saving, but instead of money, with confidence. A confidence bank that you are adding to every single day. Imagine if you committed to it for 1 month, 6 months, maybe even a year. Imagine the level of confidence that you would have in that bank. All because of the 1% daily reps that you took every day. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, why is this relevant to me? It is absolutely relevant to every single person on this earth. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter your background, no matter your dreams or your goals, this can truly change your life. So whether you're leading a team, whether you are pitching to a client, or whether you're wanting to show up online, small shifts accumulate. And here's how you can do it. To implement the 1% rule, you need to focus on 3 pillars: voice, presence, and action. Number 1 is voice. So many women hold back in rooms where they should be speaking up. They're afraid of saying the wrong thing or for being judged or criticized. Just overall scared of not sounding smart enough. I get it, silence feels safe, but the truth is it slowly erodes your voice. So here's where the 1% shift comes in. Instead of forcing yourself to dominate a conversation straight off the bat, all I want you to do is start committing to one thought, one question, one perspective. Even a tiny contribution signals not just to yourself, but to others present that you have something to say, that your voice has weight. And the more and more you do it, you start breaking that internal story that's telling you you're better off being quiet. And whether you realize it or not, others will actually start to respect the fact that you have something to say, that you have input, shifting your identity from being a passive observer to an active contributor. So over time, the more and more you do this, you don't just speak more, you actually start to believe that your voice matters. The second pillar is presence. Don't make the mistake in thinking that confidence is only about words. It's also about the energy that you carry. The second you meet someone, your body speaks before your words ever do. So if you're shrinking, avoiding eye contact, or hunching your shoulders over, you're actually sending a signal to others and to yourself that you are small. Bring in the 1% shift, things look a whole lot different. Because the next time you enter a room, instead of sliding in unnoticed, take a tiny step in making eye contact with one person, smiling at one person, or adjusting your posture to take up more space. It is so subtle, but so powerful. Because what you're going to start to do is you're going to train your nervous system to be comfortable with visibility instead of hiding away. You'll also see others respond differently. Remember, people mirror your energy, which completely then reinforces your sense of presence. Bit by bit, what's going to happen is you're going to rewire your brain. You're going to rewire that narrative from feeling like an outsider to commanding space naturally. The third pillar of the 1% theory is action. Confidence dies in hesitation. How many times have you wanted to comment on someone's post, raise your hand for a project, or even just introduce yourself to someone, but you froze? Those micro moments, they stack up and they accumulate, and they create a habit of playing small. Where the 1% shift comes in is that instead of leaping into huge, scary opportunities, start with tiny yeses. Comment on a post, DM one person that you admire, volunteer for one small task at work, and don't be attached to the result of it. So don't be sat there thinking, oh, I hope somebody likes my comment. Oh, I hope that person replies to my DM. Oh, I hope I do get chosen for this project. Your confidence doesn't come in the result of that action. It comes in the execution of the action. And over time, those little yeses compound into big breaks. The opportunities that once terrified you start to feel so much more natural. But here's how to actually make it tangible in your life and your everyday routine. What I want you to do every single morning is write down your 1% move. That little tiny step that you're going to take, whether that's in your voice, in your presence, or in action. Then I want you to go out of your way to execute it in your day. And then when nighttime comes around, I want you to reflect. That last part, the reflection part, why it is so important is because when you pause to notice that you did that, even if it was small, you anchor the habit and reinforce your self-trust. I want to quickly share the story of Sarah Blakely. She is the incredible founder of the Spanx. A lot of us girls have a lot to thank her for. And although she is an absolute success right now, it didn't start there. When Sarah was pitching Spanx to multiple investment companies around the world, she had so many failed pitches. Either she would mess up, she wouldn't know what to say, she wouldn't have the answers to the questions that she was being asked, but she says that she doesn't regret any of them because she got a little bit better every single time. And eventually all those 1% moves accumulated and compounded to reaching her to the pitch that got her to make Spanx to where it is today. Her confidence was built in those small daily decisions in her 20s that completely shaped her presence today, further reinforcing that she wasn't born confident, she had to work at it, and so do you. If you keep reminding yourself of the 1% theory every day, here's what's going to happen. Transformation. I almost guarantee it to you. Day 1 might feel really awkward. Day 10 is when you start to pick up momentum, and day 30, people will start noticing. You will stop overthinking and you'll just start doing, and watch as your energy completely shifts. You'll start walking into rooms owning them. You'll be pitching yourself differently, introducing yourself differently, putting yourself out there without any fear. And not only will it just affect one part of your life, it will affect all of it. Career growth, stronger relationships, and just overall magnetism. So remember, confidence isn't built in leaps. It's built by steps. And the 1% rule is your blueprint. So start today and start with one small move and watch as your life transforms. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel like it really helped, please do hit that subscribe button because every week I'm breaking down the tools and techniques that will build you into the most confident version of yourself.